This is my Friday anthem now.
It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no nigga and no nigga.
That's just the first line that I just really enjoy. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. What? What are you eating? What are you eating?
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know. There was this little bastard outside my house last night with a pillowcase full of candy, so I took it.
So we both did the bit. We both planned on doing the bit about taking Halloween candy from children.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Well,
No,
damn it.
I was giving it to children, and then I always end up with some for myself. How
Here's the thing.
was-
None of that was given to any children. Like, there isn't really a trick or treat where there isn't really headphones on me. There isn't really a trick or treat where I am.
That was going to be my question: is how is trick or treat where you are?
Yeah, there wasn't one. I'm currently about to be moving from these apartments, and but at apartments it doesn't really happen. I think they had a trunk or treat recently, one of those things. But nobody's gonna come up to the third floor for some candy. That's my own candy from my cabinet. I get myself candy.
So trunk or treats are interesting. You see those in schools a lot, like school areas, and then like I think that's a big church thing. Now is like a trunk or treat because I guess it's their way of doing like a fun fall activity that's not demonic Halloween, evil Halloween,
Come do non-satanic Halloween
right? So
with the Presbyterians or
I've
the
got-
Whoever, I don't even know your individual list.
what candy was that?
That is a take on Sour Patch Kids.
A take on Sour Patch Kids? Is it Sour Patch Bros? Sour Patch Dudes. Are those Sour Patch Dudes?
These were, I don't know where she got these, but these are called Sour Blockheads.
Sour Blockheads.
They're really good. Like, honestly, they're like a more artisan and elegant gummy.
They're the Charlie. No. Is it Charlie Brown? The Charlie Brown version of a Sour Patch Kid. Was he a block? He's the blockhead. Somebody said blockhead in that cartoon in Peanuts.
Did Lucy call him a blockhead?
Somebody called him a blockhead. I think Lucy called
or something.
Charlie Brown a blockhead.
This is some riveting stuff.
Oh, this is the best podcasting on the internet. Is two dudes talking about Charlie Brown being a blockhead or not.
Who are you?
So you've got that. I have actual.
Hi, I'm Brendan.
I'm Mike, and I have
Mike.
Halloween candy as well. Mine's actually in the little like individual packages. You just have a big bag of candy.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Indeed. Can I just tell you that it almost looks like you're wearing a red gi, like you're going to a martial arts tournament or something. I
This
don't
looks like
know
a
why.
gi?
For some reason, the way the cut on the camera to me is, and seeing the line come up at that angle, I almost felt like it's
Is
a
red
red.
slimming on me?
You're. What is it? Ken that wore the red on Street Fighter? Yeah.
Yes, Ken wore the red.
Yeah. You're very Canadian judo team to me.
We do have like a red and blue thing going on right now. Like
This is
you're
purple.
very blue. That's purple.
Yeah.
It's coming across very blue in the camera.
Is it coming across very blue? I see
Very
purple in
blue.
mine. I see purple in mine. I
It
don't know.
might just be mine, but
okay.
I'm seeing blue.
These are blue, like navy blue.
Yeah. It might be a bluish purple that I just might not be might not be seeing correctly.
Yeah.
But
It happens.
so no, but this is my. You informed me that today is it National Jersey Day?
They called it.
They called it.
It's the first Friday in November.
Okay.
Is called I'm trying to find our text message because I can't. There it is. National Jersey Friday.
Okay, so it's not National Jersey Day, it's National Jersey Friday, specifically Friday.
Yeah, National Jersey Friday is the first Friday, excuse me, in November. I don't even know what that noise was. Good
So
Lord, we're on a roll.
when you told me that, I realized I had to throw something on. So this is one of my favorites. This is my
You
Wayne
had to throw
Gretzky.
something on.
Well, I had to throw a jersey on.
Yeah.
This is my Wayne Gretzky Labatt Coup Canada Cup 1993, I think.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
Oh, my parlay didn't go through.
Who let you down?
Jaden Ivey needed 5 more points.
So what's your so that parlay failed? You got anything else running right now? Because I've got one running currently
That was the
in the
only thing I
NBA.
had going. That means that 14 of my 15 legs will hit.
Wow.
14 of 15.
That's painful.
5 points stood between me and about, I'll say it, about $600.
You need a drink?
Yeah. Come here, whiskey.
All right, what are we drinking tonight? You're already poured and ready to go.
I'm going to need some more after that loss.
I was going to pour mine in advance, but I figured I would save it because it is kind of a ceremony. The end of a bottle.
Oh, the end of a bottle.
I'm finishing off a bottle of scotch.
Oh, Scotch. Macallan 12.
Yep, we're going to finish off this Macallan. There's not a whole lot left, but enough for this starting segment.
Drinking out of the dad decanter today.
And I got a nice little square-ish rocks glass.
I'm just going to pour a nice little slug of, I think it's Evan Williams White Label. Evan Williams White Label in there.
Yep.
And after that loss, Jaden Ivey, I'm opening some Halloween candy. I didn't steal my Halloween candy from a child either. This is just leftovers. I like the weird candy, so my wife makes sure to put some aside for me. When she's putting together the buckets. We put out about 5 buckets of candy this year.
What is your definition of weird candy?
I like the gummy cola bottles.
Now, did you ever have the wax bottles?
You mean the ones that were like wax and you put the top off of them, there's like liquid in them?
Yes.
Absolutely, I've had those.
Those were unique. Didn't they have other wax things like...
Did you ever have the wax lips?
Yeah, what was the point of those?
It was literally, there was this weird period in the late 80s, early 90s, where they just marketed wax to us to eat like candy. Like chew the wax. Don't ever swallow it. Spit it out when you're done. But chew on this flavored, colorful wax that might have a little tiny bit of, because I think the lips, when you bit down, I think there was a little bit of candy on the inside, the same way there was liquid in the bottle. I think there was a tiny flavor of something in them. But I also think it was just the fact that you got these stupid wax lips that you got to walk around with.
So what was the number one costume you saw in your neighborhood? Was there a clear and definite winner? You remember when we went through a week or two ago, we went through our Halloween costumes and what Spirit Halloween thought it would be, and I think USA Today. So, from your firsthand experience,
it's hard to. I would say the costume I probably saw the most. I saw a few ghost faces from Scream.
Okay.
Little kids, there was a lot of Mario and Pokemon characters. A lot. What I saw a lot of would be like the two parents with the toddler. And the toddler's like Princess Peach, or the toddler's like Yoshi, and the parents are like 2 different Mario characters.
Those parents are at home eating that candy right now.
There was one, like, they did, the kid was Pikachu, the little toddler was Pikachu, the dad was like the Ash, I think his name is, from Pokemon, and then the other parent was like another Pokemon character, and they were so like there was a lot of that kind of deal happening. So I said, if I were to tell you what was the most common costume, I'm gonna call Pokemon a costume. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Between all the different Pokemon and the guy Ash, that was probably the thing I saw the most of. There were a good amount, and what I love is a good group costume. There were a decent amount of group costumes. There was a group of like pre-teens, I'm going to label them, that were the pink ladies
From
and
Greece?
what were the guys?
The Greasers?
Were they called the greasers? I don't know. I
I
know
have no idea. I have no idea.
but they were the two groups from Greece walking around together. That was really
What
cool.
were the guys from Greece? They were the... I really have no idea.
The grease balls.
The Grease Balls.
Who are we? We're the grease balls.
Yeah, that sounds good. Pink ladies
We're
and
the
grease balls.
the pink
We'll go with
ladies,
that.
and we're hanging out with the grease balls over here.
Title of the episode right now: Strong with Grease Balls.
The
Grease Balls.
strong.
Grease Balls in the running.
Actually, that's
for,
the whole title.
episode title.
Strong with grease balls.
Strong with Grease Balls.
Strong with grease balls. So those are probably the most common costumes that I saw. Now, what I will say is, this year, I also noticed a lot more. How do I put this politely? Lack of bag.
What are they carrying instead of a bag?
A lot of people use pillowcases now, I noticed.
Oh yeah, the pillowcase. You got to go with that hope that you're gonna get that much.
Is that a thing?
I mean,
I've
I
never
always
thought
would
of
take
that,
a-
never
why
heard
not
of
take
that.
a pillowcase? When I was a little kid, I would take those like McDonald's things they had, like the little
buckets?
pumpkin bucket. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I remember you move on to a pillowcase. You fucking grow up and move on to a pillowcase.
See, I always had like either like a Halloween bag, like some kind of like bag that was purchased specifically for like, this is a Halloween bag to walk around with your candy with, or like grocery bag. Like I've literally walked around with the old school paper like grocery bag as a kid. and
Wait,
it was just like,
wait,
Yeah.
stop.
What?
Paper bag?
What's wrong with a paper bag?
You did not walk around on Halloween. Okay.
What?
Buddy. I mean, a grocery bag already is just okay. You're taking a grocery bag around, but
Well, I didn't
if
want the
you
plastic grocery bag.
If you tell people that you took a grocery bag trick or treating, 99% are gonna picture a plastic bag.
No, it was
Who has a paper bag like they're carrying a child?
It was
like,
like
underneath
it was like
the arm?
1992. There weren't even really that many. Like more often than not, you got paper bags from the grocery store. So that's what we had a ton of.
Oh man, what if it rained?
I mean, I'd be fucked as a kid.
Oh, jeez.
So
Okay.
the thing is, they were sitting in the cooler, so they're cold, and cold gummies are like a little bit harder to chew.
My father got me hooked on cold Reese's Pieces. I can't even remember. I don't remember what it was. We went to a movie theater when I was young. I don't even remember the movie, nothing like that. I remember that afterwards, the candy went in the freezer when we got home, and it was delicious afterwards.
I used to
But
put Oreos in the fridge or the freezer when I was a kid a couple times. Like I wouldn't put the whole pack in there. I would take like 2 or 3, put them on a napkin when I was a kid, put them up in the back of the freezer, and then come back like a day later and just like pull them out, snack on those. So,
are you a dunker?
am I a dunker? Dunking them in the milk? So
Okay, that's already too long of an explanation.
yes, I normally 1000% would be. However,
Yes.
at 41 years old,
Yes.
milk doesn't agree with me very well. So I have transitioned to I am now an oat milk person. But being an oat milk person comes with a good amount of sacrifice because oat milk by itself is not that great.
Almond milk is.
Oh,
I like
don't
almond milk
sweet.
on my
I have to get
cereal.
unsweetened. I don't like sweet. I don't like the additional
Gotcha.
sweetness in there. And that's the thing though is that flavor works for coffee or some cereals. Like it works for really sugary cereals. I'll come back and tell you a cereal I had in just a moment. But with that, the Oreo dunked into oat milk isn't that great. So I love an Oreo dunked into milk. I love it. Do I have it very often? No.
That got out of control. All right.
So to the cereal, I wanted to touch on this because I talked about cereal a moment ago. Have you heard about the Kelsey Mix cereal?
I'm already out.
You're already out. It's
I'm already
delicious.
out. What is it?
So I think it's Kellogg's or whatever the cereal company is did a post, did a promotion with the Kelsey brothers, the football players, and it's a cereal that apparently is the combination cereal they would make as kids. It's Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and
Those are already two of my favorites.
Reese
So don't
Puffs.
screw it up. Oh, don't
All
throw
in the
that
all
in
in the
there.
same
No.
box. Reese
Oh.
Puffs, really?
Yeah, I'm not a big chocolate or peanut butter or anything fan for cereal. No.
It works nicely with the cinnamon, and honestly, I thought the Lucky Charms would be the weird part, but all they do is they kind of just add like a sweetness, so it's
Gotcha.
really fucking good. You can make it yourself, or you can just go buy a box so it's already all put together, and they make it for you.
That's interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah. So other than Halloween, other than trick or treat, other than me eating a bunch of really bad, terrible cereal for you, what else have you been playing? What have you been doing?
Uh, let's see. Since we talked last, I made it to FC Cincinnati's first playoff game. We won 1-0. Playoffs are a best of 3 in the first round, so they're playing actually in New York tomorrow. And if a game 3 is necessary, they'll come back here to Cincinnati. But right now, we're up 1-0. That was a lot of fun. Besides that, I've gotten back into the only turn-based game I've ever enjoyed, which is
Based game.
XCOM.
XCOM.
XCOM 2.
I never
To
got
be
to play
specific,
2. I
it's
played
fantastic.
the original XCOM on PC when I was a kid in high school.
I'm playing it currently on Switch because on my downtime at work, I can pull out and do a mission real quick, or just whatever I need. Like it depends what I could do. Some of the maintenance type things around the base, or if it's actually a drop-in top-down mission, I can do that. Current score in the Charlotte Orlando game 0-0. Sorry if you were wondering what I glanced up at. We got our different playoff sports going right now.
I'm watching this. What is this? Wild. The Wild versus the Lightning. 1-1 right now. 12:30 left in the second period.
Nice. Yeah, so I've been on the XCOM a bit,
Okay.
and yeah, a little bit of FC Cincinnati this week,
So you said
and
I want
I'm
to touch
working
on.
on trying to move and pack. No, go ahead.
I want to touch on. You said the only turn-based game you really play. What
There-
makes this one different?
I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Is
but
it the
there's
alien storyline? Is it that thing? Because that's a plus for me with that game.
It's a plus. The storyline's fantastic, but I don't know. Something about the certainty of death when you play it in Iron Man mode, which is every turn you make, it makes a save. It makes a save, and it saves over your previous save. So, like, every decision you make is going to matter. And if that soldier who you've built up to a rank that's really high and on XCOM 2 can develop bond mates with people they go, like if they go on a lot of missions together, they work well together. All of a sudden, you have these two that are bonded that when they go on missions, they can give each other an extra turn and stuff like that. But if one of them dies, the other one will suffer severe mental, like he might have a freak out on the field and run out into the thing just shooting, or he might hunker down and not be available for 2 turns because he's scared and just hiding and could die. He'll have like mental issues going forward. They'll develop what they call what is it? One of my characters just got one that when because he saw. Basically, I had two soldiers.
This is very intense. This is
It
why
is.
you like this turn-based game.
This is why I like this
Because I have
turn-based
to
game.
solve people's problems. Everybody gets attached, and everybody's friends, and they all have problems. And
Well,
I
there
get
were
to
2
solve their
soldiers that
problems.
were rookies on a mission for me, and it almost like it gives you a story without being I mean, there's a story going on, but for me, there were 2 rookies out there. One of them gets shot by a viper, which is an alien species, and all of a sudden, the next one, whenever he sees a viper on the first turn, he will freak out and be unavailable for one turn. He's just gotten used to. He's scared now because he's seen that alien kill a soldier of his next to him.
So,
I also made him carry that guy's body out too, so that may have done something to him.
So you're like Space Mary Poppins.
Oh, I don't know about Space Mary Poppins, but I'm space
Alien because it takes place on Earth actually. So you wouldn't be
space
space.
general. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one does take place on Earth. The aliens have taken over Earth, and you're now the rebellion, basically trying to gain Earth back.
I remember the first game was a little bit more. It was covert, like you were kind of trying to fight aliens but trying to keep it on the down low, like trying to not let the public know about the existence of aliens.
Right.
So this one sounds like you said they've already taken over, and
they've taken over. They're trying public propaganda things. They're called Advent, and we are this Splinter Cell faction, XCOM, that's trying to overthrow this new government that's going to bring peace, but it's all the aliens. And
aliens are always a good video game subject.
Did you ever play Destroy All Humans?
I played a little bit of the first one. I know they've made a few of those games.
What a fun game.
Which, for those not familiar, the Destroy All Humans games essentially is Grand Theft Auto, but you're an alien. And does that do it justice?
Yeah. I mean, you're not stealing. You have a spaceship. I'd say it's an open world. It's almost more Red Dead Redemption. I don't know. You're not really.
But open world with the
it's
mini
open
games
world
and little missions.
What I love about it is it's vintage Americana, 1950s white picket fence.